Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think I'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go
baby,
again?
baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come on in, you guys. I'm doing better. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it today. They said we were going to have a meeting, and so I was adjusting everything, and then they canceled the meeting for next Wednesday, which would be good. So I told a lot of people, I wasn't going to come on today, and we're here. So that's all that matters. You never know what's going to happen. But I guess next Wednesday I will have my mandatory meeting. I'm not really tripping about it. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you guys for showing up, especially the ones that's dedicated, that's showing up all the time. I want to give a shout out to everybody here. Lisa Calhoun, thank you. Woke the God, thank you very much. Sanja is in the building, thank you very much. Zena's in here. Amori's in here. And Lisa Calhoun, Nancy, LaRose, I got something stuck in my throat. Wanda, Zena Torbert, Wanda Lenore is in the building. I want to thank you guys for showing on up. This baby's been on my mind since, we're getting really close to, and everybody's like, no, we're really not. But, we're in November. We're in the middle of November. And then we're going to have December, January, bam, February's going to come. February the 12th, they're going to court. And I'm going to tell you, because some people ask me, well, what's going on? Why are they going to court in February? And they may change it and cancel it and try to do it another day. Well, the court in February is to get everything adjusted. Hey, Annette, how you doing? Annette Williams is in the building. And so they're going to get everything adjusted in February. They have the date is March. I don't remember what exactly date it is. If somebody know, put it in the chat so we'll all know. But they are going to get everything situated in February. The judge done already said that he's letting all 4 confessions in court for evidence. And you catching my code? Probably. I hope not. No, it's just, it's kind of cold in this room where I'm at, in my office. And I just been doing homework and just handling business and thinking. And time slips away. And I hadn't got nothing to drink. I haven't ate anything yet. I just woke up and did what I needed to do. Still working on this essay. The teacher said, go back and redo it. And I'm like, okay. So, you guys, I'm going to tell you guys something. I went back over a lot of the videos, a lot of the things that was being said, what was going on. I captured a lot for you guys. I want to go over some things. Something has caught my eye. So, and I mean, it's not that important. It's just something has caught my eye, and I want to go back over it. And I do this all the time, you guys. I don't never say nothing about it, but I go back over videos of people. I'm seeing who was here, who was there, who said what, when they said this, how they were looking. And so I'm going to let you in my little world. So my teacher told me on my essay, I'm all over the place. She said, organization. And I said, I'm a very organized person. But if a person has ADHD, that means in their conversation, you might see it come out. Because we could be talking about Cory and Codi, and the next thing I know, there's a scripture that doesn't enter my head, and I'm quoting it, or I'm paraphrasing that, and then we're talking about somebody down the road or whatever. But I'm hoping you guys can follow me when I do that. I don't try to do it. It's just that's how my mind works. It just connects everything together, and I'm seeing a bigger picture. That's how I get sometimes my analysis out. So I'm going to put you in my little world a little bit. So because as I was thinking about this child, I was going to go look for stuff. And then, so I want to share a little bit with you. And you guys tell me, because I believe that not only Cory knows where this child is, because I'm not going to sit there and say somebody done something when I believe that it could be this or the other. If there is feasible evidence or not so much information to say, oh, you did that, I can't say that. I can say he is more than part of the equation if he is not the equation himself. Okay? You guys got what I'm saying? But I cannot say that being honest with you guys 100%. Because sometimes I still feel, and this is just me, there's somebody else in this equation. It has to be. He couldn't have done this all by himself. Even if he took the child out, I'm saying somebody else knows. Somebody else could have done it and he's hiding it. Or he could have done it. But this family freaking knows. They know. Without a doubt. I'm telling you, they know. I look at his sister, and when they ask, well, when's the last time you seen Codi? She looks down. Like she'd seen him while he's laying there, helpless, deceased. I'm telling you what I see in people. I read people very, very well. Don't get me wrong. They'll never come and say, oh, yeah, SP, you right on the button. But I guarantee you, I put this on everything I love. It's called a perception. Or some people call it something else. But that's what I see in her. That I know for a fact she knows. the sister, the lover sister, whatever. But I want you guys, and I should have slowed it down so you could see how before she answers it. But I didn't have time to do that, but I still can share it with you, and then you guys can get some time. Maybe I'll slow it down the next time we come on here. We'll slow it down and just really pay attention to it. Let me share it with you guys. Let's see what's going on.
Anyone in this area or who has been close to this area recently to look at any surveillance video that they may have, look and see if there are any photos that they may have captured in this area that may have something that we would be interested in.
Bigsby's defense attorneys tried to argue jail staff at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail coerced their client to write them. In 3 of the statements, Bigsby details Cody's accidental death, saying he found him unresponsive at the bottom of the steps. The dates and details between the letters are inconsistent. In another letter, Bigsby allegedly writes about how he beat his son to death. Today, Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, told Judge Hawks her client's will was overborne by poor treatment from police officers and jail staff. She told him Bigsby endured months of isolation in jail as well, and she says that drove Bigsby to make the statements. However, Judge Hawks said he found no reason to suppress the evidence and ruled the prosecution can use the statements at trial.
That may have something that we would be interested in. If there is anybody who has any knowledge of the last time Cody was out and about in the city of Hampton or elsewhere, we want to know. That is at any point in time. If anyone has seen the child, you've seen his photo. Hopefully we've all shared his photo. We are interested in speaking to anyone who has ever seen him. That information is going to be very important to us.
He's a kid. He's a 4-year-old kid. Look at this. You see this? How you can knock up a kid? Huh?
A few minutes ago left the scene with collection kits and bags of evidence, but take a look behind me. This is Cory and Cody's home. You can see the Hampton police officers have been posted up here now for about 4 hours as folks have been going in and out and collecting evidence all afternoon. Other things that they've been doing, though, here from the police department, they've been canvassing the neighborhood. Take a look at this flyer. This is really pretty much every apartment here in the Buffalo Point community. You can see, do you know Cody, his father or his siblings? Have you seen Cody or his father since Christmas?
There's nothing I can really say at this point. We've retained counsel, and if you want, you can direct your questions to him.
But you believe that your brother is innocent? What can we say to have you defend him?
There's nothing I can say about that at this time. I think Cody is alive and well. We just need to find him.
When is the last time you saw Cody?
That is irrelevant, and I just told you I don't want to speak on that. If I knew where he is, I would have found him by now. So I don't know. Why would I not think he's alive? Why would anybody rule out the fact that he's alive?
Wow. Okay, so you guys, look at that cop playing with his hands, looking down. Yeah, I seen that. He was, when he was giving that press conference, he was doing something, and I also seen where Chief Talbert, Mark Talbert, glanced from his peripheral vision from his left eye and kind of looked over there like once I say this, I hope you don't move or something, like don't tell the people. I mean, like usually when they give those press conferences, it speaks volumes. I'm just going to be honest with you. Can you play that? Okay, yes, I can. It speaks volumes. People's whole body language, it tells so much. So people be like, oh, you got this magic stuff, or you are what do they call it when people can see things, But when you hear people's voice, it's not what they say, it's the tone. You know, because I could say to you guys, hey, come on in here. And you guys be like, oh, she relaxed, she's cool, she probably laying down with her pajamas on or something, and you'd be right. Or I could come in here, hey, you guys, get on in here. You already know I've been up, I'm wired. I don't drink coffee, but you would assume, you know, you're gonna put all those things into play. Psychic? No, not psychic. But you know when people sometimes say, you know, I have that discernment. Sometimes it's just common sense and just reading body language. I'll play it again. Watch when Mark Talbert is talking about the child. Yes, watch the officer. He's the officer that spoke on Codi as much as Mark Talbert, and he tries to keep his hand calm, and he's looking. But the minute that Mark Talbert says something about, you know, how Codi is missing and they want people to look in stuff, he kind of glances over there like, you know, like don't move, because people can read that body language. And then just like when the sister, when it was like, okay, well, when was the last time you seen Codi? She was like, you know, she looked down, her eyes went to the thing, because people can, they think that you can see them, but they know you can't see them. You can't see what's in their mind. But for some unknown reason, we react like, yeah, why'd you ask me that question? When was the last time? And the first thing she say, that's irrelevant. The heck you mean that's irrelevant? Here we go.
Anyone in this area or who has been close to this area recently to look at any surveillance video that they may have, look and see if there are any photos that they may have captured in this area that may have something that we would be interested in.
Bigsby's defense attorneys tried to argue jail staff at the Hampton Roads Regional Jail coerced their client to write them. In 3 of the statements, Bigsby details Codi's accidental death, saying he found him unresponsive at the bottom of the steps. The dates and details between the letters are inconsistent. In another letter, Bigsby allegedly writes about how he beat his son to death. Today, Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny Willard, told Judge Hawks her client's will was overborne by poor treatment from police officers and jail staff. She told him Bigsby endured months of isolation in jail as well, and she says that drove Bigsby to make the statements. However, Judge Hawks said he found no reason to suppress the evidence and ruled the prosecution can use the statements at trial.
Photos that they may have captured in this area that may have something that we would be interested in. If there is anybody who has any knowledge of the last time Codi was out and about in the city of Hampton or elsewhere, we want to know. That is at any point in time. If anyone has seen the child, that you've seen his photo, hopefully we've all shared his photo. We are interested in speaking to anyone who has ever seen him. That information is going to be very important to us.
He's a kid. He's a 4-year-old kid. Look at this. You see this? How you can knock off a kid? Huh? This is terrible. It really is. It breaks your heart.
Few minutes ago left the scene with collection kits and bags of evidence, but take a look behind me. This is Cory and Codi's home. You can see the Hampton police officers have been posted up here now for about 4 hours as folks have been going in and out and collecting evidence all afternoon. Other things that they've been doing, though, here from the police department, they've been canvassing the neighborhood. Take a look at this flyer. This is really at pretty much every apartment here in the Buckrow Point community. You can see, do you know Codi, his father, or his siblings? Have you seen Codi or his father since Christmas?
There's nothing I can really say at this point. We've retained counsel, and if you want, you can direct your questions to him.
But, do you believe that your brother is innocent? What can we say to have you defend him?
There's nothing I can say about that at this time. I think Codi is alive and well. We just need to find him.
When is the last time you saw Cody?
That is irrelevant, and I just told you I don't want to speak on that. If I knew where he is, I would have found him by now. So I don't know. Why would I not think he's alive? Why would anybody rule out the fact that he's alive?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. You know? Yeah, exactly. Their demeanor is just her demeanor is all over the place. She looks sketchy. It's like looking down. You know, she shift her eyes real quick, like for thought. You know, but see, people see that, and she was very defensive, and you know, they done came up with, oh, he's lost, and now they're like, oh, he's out, somebody's sex trafficking him. And you know, even after this man done wrote 4 letters, they still 100%. I couldn't do that. Even if it was my kid, I wouldn't. You know, I'm gonna tell you something. I would tell you to back off and leave him alone. I would tell you that. But defend something that is not true or not accurate is, you know, is a lie. It's basically a lie. Some people think, oh, if you play around with the truth a little bit, just to fudge a little bit or not answer the question, you know, I asked you a question and you don't answer the question, that means you didn't lie. No, it is a lie. I'm going to tell you guys right now, there's no way to play around with it. It's either yes or it's no. When was the last time you seen him? Oh, that's irrelevant. This kid is missing, and you're going to say, oh, that's irrelevant? That tells you right there, you used the wrong word. The child, because what you're saying is the child missing is irrelevant the last time you seen the child. What do you mean? Why would you not answer that question? Because here's the thing. Yesterday, you guys, this got nothing to do with this, but I'm just giving you just a little bit of an example. I went to go pick up my grandson at school. My grandson is ready for his grandma. He was told by his dad, grandma will be picking you up. Now, the last time I seen my grandson was probably a month ago. So I'm gung ho and ready to see him, and I can't even sleep. I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. So I head there early. I get there. My son gets there also. So I'm like, well, dang, you should have called me and told me that you were going to be able to make it. And he was like, my phone went dead, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to tell you something. I can't say, it was, I would have said, if you would have said, when was the last time you seen Pooh Bear? I would have said, it's been maybe about a month or so ago. But I'm definitely not going to say, that's irrelevant. I would not say that. But anyway, if you want to know what happened, I went ahead and left. And, you know, Pooh Bear had a little fit because Grandma was supposed to be picking him up. I tried to tell them, you know, you plant seeds, you're going to get what you plant. That baby going to know me regardless. I'm not talking about my son, but the mother of that child. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm there to support the child, not grown folks, even though that's my son's child, allegedly. I'm still going to support that child 100%. You need me, call me. Don't call everybody else because I will be there. What did I do? I got off work. What did I do after I got off work? I went to school. After I went to school, I had to go to tutoring. After I went to tutoring, I went to go pick up my grandson. And I don't have time to do anything else, come home or whatever. I'm calling people saying, hey, I got 30 minutes to an hour. Hey, talk to me for a minute while I'm sitting here in the park eating a little lunch. I got to go do this. Now I got to go do that. I didn't make it home until close to 4:30. I got to be at work at 6. I leave here at 5:30. So you see what I'm saying? I'm going to know. I couldn't tell you what day it is from a month from now. Be like, what day was that? I don't know. But it was some day in November. What's so hard about that? That's not hard when you love someone. So I'm going to say this, and I've said this before. I looked at the video of Cory, and I was trying to get more and more of it. I couldn't find it where I was able to show you guys, but I'm going to find it. You're going to have to give me time because I got to do this essay over again. But nevertheless, I'm halfway through it. I worked on a little bit today. But when Cory is sitting down in court, he's wiping his eyes the whole entire time. He's just wiping his eyes. He's wiping his eyes. He's wiping his eyes, you guys. And you know what? That judge is watching him. And I'm going to tell you something that I seen. And you know, it makes me happy to say this. When I went to the court hearing with the Breasia case, that judge looked at the defense, whatever that man's name was. I can't remember what his name is now. I just call them all monsters. One monster looks like the other monster to me. I don't need to see another monster. But anyway, the way, and he said it in, you know, he got to say his little saying before he headed off to go do his time. Life in prison. He said the way the judge looked at him, he already knew. Henry. That's right. Henry. That's a crazy name. But I knew a kid named Henry. I thought it was always a weird name. I would never name my kid Henry. But if you notice, I'm going to show you this one more time, you guys. And the reason why I want you to see this, you watch how that judge raises his head up and he's looking at Cory at that time. And that's what sometimes I can't show you the whole thing. But he was looking at Cory, and the way that he looked at Cory, he was going to let those three things, well, not three, but four conviction, well, not conviction, but confession letters come into play. Here's the thing. If Henry knew what the judge was looking at, just like what we're doing, I'll guarantee you Cory sees the same thing in this judge. But here's the thing. The judge don't make the decision in this one. The 12 jurors are going to make the decision. And you know what? Henry was wrong. He should have went with the 12 jurors. I guarantee you Cory's going to go with 12 jurors. He's not going to go with the judge. I wish he would. I wish he would. The only good thing about when judges do it, some judges feel like if it's circumstantial evidence, they will not convict because they don't want to come back and it bite them. But they look at the law because they under the law. And the reputation, if something comes back later on and somebody say, I did it, I took the baby out, or the mama come and say, I took the baby out, that judge is going to look really, really bad that you sent somebody. You had to make a decision, and that's the decision that you make. Why do people, they don't call me, and then they always want to call me as soon as I go live. Oh, my God. But this judge looked, matter of fact, I'll play it, but I won't let you hear what it's saying, and we can just continue to talk. But just look at their body language, you guys. Sometimes you got to take out the fluff, take out the sound, and just look. This man, look at him. He's got rings around his eyes. He ain't been getting no sleep. And I've seen him. He's a good looking man. Look at Cory. Look at him. Amina, she got her favorite hairstyle going on. Look at the judge. You see the judge? You see the judge? I'm telling you. Look at Cory. Look, he put them glasses on. He put them glasses on. He don't want people to look. Look at him. He looked wary. He knows for a fact that he's going. Look at that judge. That judge is looking at him like, I am sick and tired of this. Man, this was when we seen this press conference right here, you guys. Yeah, the judge is sick of them. Yeah, the judge. Oh man, when somebody straighten up themselves, they're doing that because that tell. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and let me just Google it. What does it mean when a person sets up while they're speaking to the other person? What does it mean when someone makes you the third? No. They are trying to know. What does it mean when a person sets up while they are speaking to other person? Yeah. Okay, hold on. These things. Oh, Lord. Oh, they're giving me stuff about what does it mean when somebody needs to touch. What does it mean when someone looks up while talking to you? Glazing upward. This is about the sister. Glazing upward often suggests a person is bored. It may mean that they are looking at the surroundings to find something that stimulates them more than the conversation they are currently having. Why do people step back when talking? What does it mean if someone touches? What does it mean when someone moves their mouth when someone else is talking? How to tell if someone is lying? Let's see that. The answers to questions may be shorter. They avoid giving specific details. They may fidget less. They don't look away while thinking. They repeat the question before answering. They have specific nervous tics. They start out talking slowly, then speed up. I want to see, do she start talking slowly, then speed up? I want to see that. Let's do it. Let's just do it one more time. I want to see it.
We would like anyone in this area or who has been close to this area recently to look at any sort.
Okay, let me see what we're looking for. The answers to questions may be shorter. They avoid giving specific details. They may fidget less. They don't look away while thinking. They repeat the question before answering. And they have specific nervous tics. They start off talking slowly, then speed up.
Saying he found him unresponsive at the bottom of the steps. The dates and details between the letters are inconsistent. In another letter, Bigsby allegedly writes about how he beat his son to death. Today, Bigsby's attorney, Amina Matheny-Willer, told Judge Hawks her client's will was overborne by poor treatment from police officers and jail staff. She told him Bigsby endured months of isolation in jail as well, and she says that drove Bigsby to make the statements. However, Judge Hawks said he found no reason to suppress the evidence and ruled the prosecution can use the statements at trial.
That they may have captured in this area that may have something that we would be interested in. If there is anybody who has any knowledge of the last time Cody was out and about in the city of Hampton or elsewhere, we want to know. That is at any point in time. If anyone has seen the child that you've seen his photo, hopefully we've all shared his photo. We are interested in speaking to anyone who has ever seen it. That information is going to be very important to us.
He's a kid. He's a 4-year-old kid. Look at this. You see this? How you can knock off a kid? You see this? How you can knock off a kid? This is terrible. It really is. It breaks your heart.
Few minutes minutes ago left the scene with collection kits and bags of evidence, but take a look behind me. This is Cory and Cody's home. You can see the Hampton police officers have been posted up here now for about 4 hours as folks have been going in and out and collecting evidence all afternoon. Other things that they've been doing, though, here from the police department, they've been canvassing the neighborhood. Take a look at this flyer. This is really at pretty much every apartment here in the Buffalo Point community. You can see, do you know Cody, his father or his siblings? Have you seen Cody or his father since Christmas?
There's nothing I can really say at this point. We've retained counsel, and if you want, you can direct your questions to him.
But, do you believe that your brother is innocent? What can we say to have you defend him?
There's nothing I can say about that at this time. I think Cody is alive and well. We just need to find him.
When is the last time you saw Cody?
That is irrelevant, and I just told you I don't want to speak on that. If I knew where he is, I would have found him by now. So I don't know. Why would I not think he's alive? Why would anybody rule out the fact that he's alive?
Wow, you guys, she did slow down, and she was like, that's irrelevant, da 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 da. Yeah, wow, that is crazy. Okay, so you learn a lot as you go on with stuff. And yeah, poor Cody, you guys. I wish and I pray that Cory would just go and tell them. And I'm pretty sure he wants to, but he's scared of the family. He's scared of the family. But I'm going to tell you something. With him already making 4 attempts, it's going to come out. It's going to come out. He wants to tell the truth. Not only that he failed this kid, but he's going to jail for the rest of his life. He's going to jail for 20 years. He's only about 40-something, so, he'll get out. He'll be 60, and he'll still have a life, but he'd be worth nothing because, he won't have that nice pension, because they're gonna make sure he's gonna not. Once you get found guilty, you get no more of that money. You get no more of that money. Well, I think we were looking into it, and they said it has to be a felony. It can't be just any felony. They can still get it with the felony, but it all depends on what felony. But especially treason. This has nothing to do with treason. Nothing against the country or anything, or sabotaging the United States or stuff like that. But I think we talked about it. I can't remember what we came up with. That I think that if you they can stop you from getting your money if you commit felonies like that. I don't know, but I think that family is holding on to dear life. One thing that was funny to me when they was in court, the news said that Amina and him, they left court. She had to get clearance from the judge for them to go to the bank so they can take care of some business. So I guess Amina wanted some of that money. She was like, well, you got something. You need to pay me. And he probably was like, I can't pay you because this, that, and the other, or whatever. Well, I can get the judge to give me clearance that we can stop at the bank and take care of that bill. Once he served his time, they have to give him his pension back. He served for it. Oh, really? I didn't know that. This is what Woke to God says, you guys. Once he serves his time, they have to give him his pension back because he served for that. Wow. Family allegedly don't want to let go of that money. I know. Hey Diva, how you doing? Anyway, you guys, I just want, And it's kind of weird. I don't even want to reach out to Cory. Usually we try to reach out to people and this, that, and the other. I don't want to. Not that it'll get messy or anything. I just believe that he is going to tell us sooner or later, because he definitely not going to get out of jail. He don't get a get out of jail free card. Okay, you guys, I'm going to get off of here and kind of lay it down. I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening. Do something positive. And, one thing that I noticed, I'm gonna share two things with you before I get off of here. We got 20 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. So I'm learning things all the time. One is I asked somebody to do something. Well, I asked somebody to do something for me, and the program says ask two people, and there was a reason why they say ask two people to say something nice about you or whatever. Because normally you may think the person that you chosen will come and say something nice. And I knew that. So that's why they say, ask two people. Well, I picked two people, but just how true it was, it needed to be done by the 15th. Today is the 15th. And I go back and look, and the person I was talking to, they went and did it. But the person that I asked to do it first, they had not. And I'm like, wow, because this person came to me and asked me to write them a recommendation. And that when you really know, like the Lord say, know those that you labor amongst, you really got to know. You can be doing everything in the world for these people, and those are the ones that, shoot, if you needed a sip of water, they busy. This is happening. But they'll put a piece of paper in front of you and a pen and say, write me a recommendation, because I have. And then another thing I want to share with you guys, I see that always come into play. Like, you guys know what I do for a living, so you do know that, there's people that I am actually their boss or whatever you want to call it. I don't see it like that, but that's what it is. And they are family members or whatever. So, when you ask family member and when you're in some situation like that, don't always think everybody's in your corner, because as long as everything is good, great. You ask them to do something, they buck up. Why you doing this? Why you do? Cause you know what? Cause I want to keep my license, because I don't want to get rolled up. I don't want to be known for negligence taking care of people. So I'm going to do it. Well, yeah. And here's the thing. And I just want to share this with you. So this particular person got a wound, and I supposed to every day, or when I'm there, take care of it. He asked me to do it. I don't mind doing it, and I do it. Well, they get to see wound care the next day, which is today. So they're like, well, why are you going to go take care of it? I said, because it's an order for me to do it every day. Well, wound care is coming to do it. Well, I don't care if wound care come today or not. What if they don't show up? Or here's the thing. If I don't do it, the last time it was done was 3-4 days ago. So we're not doing what we need to do. I have family members telling me to don't do the best work that I could do. You guys follow me what I'm saying? And you sometimes, and they got mad at me too, because I said I'm going to do it. If you help me, good. If you don't help me, okay, good. It's going to get done. But if you don't help me, I am going to have to make a call and say, I wanted to do this and change this. The guy is too big for me to turn him and do all this by myself. I did ask my aides, but, I was told I shouldn't be doing it. So Evidently, you know, they did help me, but it was a tug and pull thing. So I'm going to just tell you guys, you know, everybody goes through stuff like that, right? But I always tell you guys, no matter if it's family, I don't care if it's your husband, your wife, your sister, your kid, your grandkid, your daughter, your lover. If they telling you to do something wrong and you know, not only you know, like my mama say, if two people know, if you know and somebody else, that's too many people. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Not that you just only be scared that they're going to tell, but why are they telling you to do something wrong? One, they not your friend. They want to see you down. They want to see you wiggle. Because the same person told me to do something a while back, and I listened to him, and I knew better. And I kind of was like, I let it go. And next thing I know, it kind of came back and bit me a little bit. It wasn't a bad bite, but it was a bite that said, you knew what you should have done. You shouldn't have let this nut tell you something different. And you took that route. Don't do that again. Always there's going to be warning before danger, you guys. Warning before danger. So that's just a little bit I wanted to share with you. If you go through it this weekend, let me know. We'll come back on Friday. But I wanted to share it with you because it was heavy on my mind. Not to just let you guys know my business, but just to let you guys know that everybody goes through things. And you just still got to just make the right decision. Because if you don't make the right decision, who else will? I'll see you guys Friday, 3 p.m. Central Time. Bye.